Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm screaming in silence. Yes. 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 But that's when I made a choice. I made a choice. I could either stick my head in the sand or I become an advocate. And that's when I turned around, and because I do have resources and friends and family, and there's a relentlessness that you have to develop. You've got to become relentless. You may get knocked down today, but you've got to be the ever-ready bunny. You got to get right back up. You can't stay down. You know, I became a peer parent for parents that are just receiving their diagnosis. I started with Parent to Parent of New York State, and it has become not just a peer, counselor with them, but it developed into actually a coaching system, because there are so many parents who absolutely positively have nowhere to vent. They have they feel that they have no right to be angry. They have no right to feel guilty, because you do. As a part nobody tells you, oh, you're going to feel guilty, even though it's not your fault. And you could spend years just saying, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, it's not my, and it isn't. It's not your fault. But you're the parent. And if you're the mother, because you bore the child, you feel even more guilty, even though you know you didn't do anything wrong. You took your prenatal vitamins and yada, 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 and you did everything right. And you're in grief, and nobody has told you you're grieving. And the silent scream can also be for 1 minute, just for 1 minute, you think, if I'd only, what if I hadn't, what do you say if, when a parent says that, I had a glass of wine? Do you think that was a glass of wine the day you found out you were pregnant, and you think that that's the reason? And people are very serious, they do. And they feel guilty, and they're in pain. And we don't help it by telling parents from hello, oh, there's no standard protocol. You're just going to have to figure it out for yourself. That's what I was told. As I dragged my baby from pillar to post, getting diagnosis, and this, can you, evaluation here, evaluation there. You know what? Try this therapy, that therapy. I mean, and then there are the charlatans who, have their elixirs and their tonics. This will cure them, And because something worked with one child does not mean it's going to work with all. And unfortunately for most parents, because they are so desperate, they will bankrupt themselves financially and emotionally and spiritually in order to cure the child. I don't knock them at all. Truthfully, I can't. People who live in glass houses cannot throw stones. You have to do what you need to do. And it's a completely individual and it's family matter. But I think at some point we have to pull back and we have to say, you know what? Are you enjoying parenting this child? Do you take time just to love this child? Can you just look at the child as a child? The child's not a science project. As who can be most successful at curing the autism in them, or trying to get them to look or behave less autistic? I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in is that, one, that Robbie has a happy life. Two, that I raise a taxpayer, whatever that means. And three, that this child can live on when I'm not here. It's real simple.